Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful day of SSL Division 2 Soccer. My name is Zenlos, and I am joined today by...
It is me, it is the Val, the return of the Val. And as we reach the halfway mark of Division 2, the table is starting to take shape, but who knows if we got some surprises coming up in today's action.
Yeah, we have some really exciting games on the docket for today. Starting off today will be Buenos Aires versus Inter London, a battle of the two teams at the top of the table. Then we'll have Kaapstad versus Seoul, and then Paris versus Montreal to close out the day. But
yes, so you get a nice England versus Argentina, you get the French battle, and then Kaapstad and Seoul are just kind of there. So these are the top two teams in the league, Inter London and Buenos Aires. London sit top of the table on 12 points, Buenos Aires chasing on 9, and London has the most goals for in the division and the Golden Boot leader in Kay Clements, and honestly, the goals are going to be the story of this one. Kay Clements and Edwin van der Sloot of Buenos Aires, 1-2 in the Golden Boot race. London, again, top scoring team in the league. These two teams also the top two defensive teams in Division 2, I believe.
I don't quite know on that. I believe they are, but...
regardless, both pitched clean sheets in their last match day. Buenos Aires with a 1-0 win over Paris, and London 3-0 winners over Seoul Mythic.
Indeed, and we are going to get into it today.
Buenos Aires coming 4-3-3. Van der Sloot playing as like a number 8, number 10. Interesting. And Inter London in the 4-2-3-1 asymmetric.
I was about to start talking, and then we started showing the tactics, and we know how I am with tactics, where I just say that team's playing in 11. So...
certainly an arrangement of 11 players in a certain lineup.
And we are off and running. Inter London will start off with the ball. We have Millar trying to find Clements forward for an early strike, but it's going to be intercepted by Gorkov. Going back to Katarina over to Edwin van der Sloot to Tildes Function. Gets it forward to Governo. Dives in a lot trying to catch up to him. That's a shot by Governo and into the stands.
Yeah,
that's
good
a
play
quick
there.
Goal kick.
Yeah, good play there to find some space, but a little bit too much elevation on that shot.
Indeed. So now we rejoin the action here in the 14th minute. A free kick from Guevara. We play a little bit of triangle play here. And you go all the way back to Oakdown. Forward to Katarina. Just going to hold the ball for a minute. Taking it up to Van der Sloot. Up to Tildes Function. Going for Governo again. A lot of Inter London players, though, between Governo and the goal. Passes it back to Gorkov. To Katarina. To Tile. We're just going to go all the way back to Oakdown again.
Buenos Aires very patient, trying to poke and prod at the London defense.
Yep, and that's going to be headed away by dives in a lot over to Millar, but intercepted by Guevara. He's going to go forward to Tildes Function. Papastatopoulos is behind him. Tildes Function has two people there, though. Crosses Edwin van der Sloot, and that's a goal! 1-0 lead for Buenos Aires on the van der Sloot goal here in the 15th minute.
And like we said, it's going to be Van der Sloot and Clements, the top two scorers in the league, and Van der Sloot is the one that draws first blood. Tildes Function has two defenders on him. Van der Sloot just finds himself completely unmarked in the box. And that's an easy finish for his 5th goal of the season in the league.
Yep. Here we have a throw-in from Letizier over to Yor. Clements Letizier, cross over the middle, looking for Scud Muffin, but it's going to get headed away. Millar tries to recover it, but it's going to be taken by Tildes Function, but Millar picks the pocket. Here's Papastatopoulos looking for Pinkman, fires, but that's wide of the goal.
That was a great ball. Goal kick. That was a great ball in by Papastatopoulos, the league leader in assists from that left-back position. Not a player that Buenos Aires wants to see on the ball.
Here's Tildes Function going forward, finds Governo, fires, and just wide of the goal. That would have been... He beat the keeper, just was a little too wide.
You got a free kick.
Free kick from Gorkov. I'm sitting there like, oh my god, where's the player for the corner? It's a free kick. Gorkov over the middle, saved by Yeboah, though.
It was a good ball in, but header routine in the end for Tony Yeboah.
Rolls it out to dives in a lot. Gets it over to Donnarumma, going forward to Jerry. Jerry passes it up to Papastathopoulos. Forward to Scud Muffin, trying to beat Mike Checker. Passes it back to Moir. Forward to Yor, who's all by himself. Fires! That's Tata Yore! That's a goal, and that's an equalizer here in the 31st minute.
Well, one central midfield scores for Buenos Aires, and one gets Inter London into the goals. Great ball in by Millar. Yore times his run perfectly. It was bang bang there in terms of offside, but Che Guevara kept him on. It is 1-1. Hold on to your hats.
So Mike Checker with the throw, and it's going to get intercepted by Muffin. Tata Yore taking it forward. Clements had a little bit of open field in front of him, but Yore doesn't get it to him, taking it all the way back towards the corner, finds the cross, looking for Scott Muffin, but it's going to get intercepted and cleared out.
Yeah, loose touch there by Muffin, and vital for Buenos Aires to clear that one.
Muffin back to Papastathopoulos. Back in the corner again, going to be challenged, and that'll be taken by Mike Checker. Gets it over to Vandersloot, up to Tile. Trying to go all the way forward for Governo, but overshoots him. It's going to end up back in the hands of Inter London. Dives in a lot. Forward to Yore. Forward to Jerry. Forward to Muffin. We're doing a lot of forward. Here's Kay Clements. Open field. Fires. Saved by Oakdown.
Kay Clements doesn't usually miss those. That was a great counterattack by London, but Oakdown was ready for it.
Jerry with the corner kick, but it's going to be headed away. Now we have Letizier with the throw-in, 39th minute. Letizier over to Tata Yore, up to Jerry, up to Kay Clements. Fired, blocked. Oakdown dove for it, but it's inconsequential. Gets back to Tata Yore, forward as Papastathopoulos finds Scud Muffin. Scud Muffin fires, it's off the post, and that's going to be cleared out.
Yeah, it's a tough angle for Scud Muffin to try and sneak one in, but he gets it off the bar as we get
Jerry
to the end of this
offside
first
anyway,
half.
it looked like maybe, but we're going to have 1 minute of stoppage time here. Millar going forward to Pinkman. Pinkman caught up by Guevara is going to pass it back to Letizier over to Yore. And that's going to go over the net, and that'll be a corner kick.
London have looked dangerous in the counter.
Jerry over the middle, gets headed away by Of Katarina, recovered by Governo. Still here, we're here in the 46th minute now. We're officially in stoppage time. And that'll take us to halftime.
Yeah, pretty entertaining first half. I mean, this is definitely a top-of-the-table clash. You can tell why these two teams are here. The XG and the one clear-cut chance, those edges are both to Inter London, but Buenos Aires have played very well. They've been very patient. We'll see what the second half has in store for us. We should be bracing for a good one.
Yeah, indeed. It's been a lot back and forth, like you said. Buenos Aires has been very, very patient, holding on to the ball, playing a lot of passing it back, not going for super aggressive shots till they get the opportunity to do so. And it paid off on the one goal. So we'll see if they can continue that going into the second half.
So we get some substitutions. Alexa plays some elevator music.
Will we see substitutions here for either team? We will find out in just a moment.
Find out next time on SSLZ.
Thank you. I now have the Stanley Parable elevator music in my head now. If you've never listened to the Stanley Parable elevator music, it is the catchiest elevator music ever.
I haven't, but now I'm going to have to once this broadcast is over.
But
peer pressure is a very powerful thing.
Yeah. So I'm just intrigued to see where this game goes in the second half, because this is a very big game for both teams. I mean, Buenos Aires, if they win, they're tied for the top of the table. Granted, they would have to win by 2 to leap into first place because they're
I
four behind on
believe
the goal differential.
I believe they would still be second, as we see 2 changes. Buendia and I couldn't catch who the other one. And then Terrence and Fallon to floor on for London.
Yeah.
So both teams making both their changes.
Yep, and here we go. Vandersloot over to Buendia. That's going to be cleared away, before I could even figure out who had the ball to attack. It was already out.
Oh!
Katarina. It's going to have his pocket picked by Scudmuffin. Scudmuffin can't get in front of Katarina, though, to get a clean shot. Passes it back to Millar. Back forward to Scudmuffin, but intercepted by Katarina. Gotten to Vandersloot. Vandersloot going to take it up the line. It's going to be blocked by Jerry, who's going to bring it all the way back to Yeboah. Forward dives in a lot, back to Yeboah. Now, Yeboah's going to go way deep looking for K. Clements. Going to be headed away by Guevara, and we're just going to have a midfield battle right now. Here's Tile. Forward to Yates.
Oh, what Yates a cut in. What a challenge.
That was indeed a very big challenge, but Yates with another shot. Gets it back to Knight. Forward to Yates. Fires. Saved by Yeboah.
Yeah, Buenos Aires looked very threatening there, but Tony Yeboah and a last-ditch tackle by Terrence.
Here we go. We have Inner London on the attack. Scudmuffin over the Papastathopoulos. Scudmuffin's got the open shot. Fire saved by Oaktown. Kicked away by Jerry, but blocked by Gorkov.
Yeah, I feel like this match is not going to end 1-1 with the quality of chances being created by these two teams.
Yeah. Here's Oakdown. Forward to Katarina. Forward to Vandersloot. To Gorkov. Yates going
too much
forward
space.
Looking for Vandersloot. Oh,
flags up.
Over. Oh, flags up anyway.
Yeah, you can't give Edwin Vandersloot that much space, offside or not. Like, we're talking about one of the league's deadliest goal scorers.
Yeah. Here's Ruma going forward to Papastathopoulos, up to Scudmuffin, trying to beat Mike Checker. Tries to get to Jerry, who gets back over to Papastathopoulos. Cross over, looking for Clay Clements, can't find him. Scudmuffin tries to kick it in, but it's going to be blocked and cleared out by Buenos Aires.
Bold decision by Oakdown to come off the line, but defense helping him out there.
And then we have a corner kick headed away. K. Clements will come up with it, taking it up the side. Knight just takes it away from Clements, gets it over to Guevara. Over to Gorkov, back to Katarina. And now goes way forward to Yates, who's got open field in front of them. Fires, blocked by Yeboah, but that's going to be a corner kick.
Excellent save there by Tony Yeboah. That was a great long ball in for Yates, but the Ghanaian keeper coming up huge for Inter London.
Here's Guevara going all the way back, and nope. All right, that's all we get to see. Here we go, dives in a lot. Goes forward looking for Clements, overshoots, gives it to Guevara, but now Jerry recovers. Muffin going forward to Jerry. Scudmuffin, Papastathopoulos, Scudmuffin, open field in front of him. Fires over to K. Clements, and that'll be a goal, and it's 2-1 Inter London here in the 64th minute.
K. Clements, the league's top scorer, does it again. But for me, this play is about this pass before the pass. What a ball by Papastathopoulos in for Scudmuffin. He squares it, and that's just a tap-in for K. Clements. He is going to nail that 99 times out of 100. London 2, Buenos Aires 1. Very exciting game that is living up to the hype.
Yeah. All right, we have Buenos Aires taking the ball. Here's Vandersloot back to Gorkov over to Katarina. Going forward, intercepted by Donnarumma. Gets it forward to foul on the floor. Forward to Scudmuffin, fires, and that's a goal for Inter London again. 3-1 Inter London now in the 66th minute. Nope, never mind. It's not 3-1. Flag is up. I stand corrected. This always happens to me every time.
Yeah. Good job by Checker to catch Muffin offside. Scudmuffin has been very impressive in this game. I feel like he has been everywhere for Inter London. That left side with him and Papastathopoulos has been sensational today.
Or forward to Jerry. Jerry fires. It's saved by Oakdown.
Oakdown keeping his team within striking distance with some big saves.
Yellow card to Bob, who dives in a lot. And now time is starting to fly by here. We're in the 83rd minute. 84th minute. Gorkov taking the corner. It's going to be headed away by Donnarumma. Going to be picked up by Guevara, who's going to be challenged by Clements. Clements wins the challenge, takes the ball, starts running forward, being trailed by Mike Checker. Goes back to Scud Muffin to Millar.
Oh, what a ball!
Finds foul on the floor, and that's a goal. Is the flag up this time? No flag this time.
Foul on the floor.
3-1 Inter London.
Fallon DeFleur is in form. I believe that's the third game in the last 4 or something like that with the goal. But the goal is about this ball by Gavin Millar. Just absolutely perfect. DeFleur peels off the defender, slots it home. It is 3-1 London with 7 minutes to go, roughly.
And now we're here in the 90th minute now as we enter in Tata. Going forward to Clemens, over the floor. Jerry, open field in front of him. Jerry fires and it's saved. Saved by Oakdown.
Another great save by Oakdown, who has probably been...
And now here's Jerry to take the corner.
Buenos Aires' best player today.
Ooh, that's a trip. Trip by Governo. We're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Yates going forward. Passes it back, intercepted by Tata Yore. Going to get it forward to K. Clements. Clements with the crossover, looking for Scud Muffin, but it's going to be taken by Oakdown, and that will be the game. Inter London will take a 3-1 victory over Buenos Aires here at full time.
Yeah, and it was a certainly well-deserved one for London, who, started a little sluggish, but then once they got the goal, they just kept coming and coming and coming. Oakdown made some great saves to keep Buenos Aires in it, but he can only do so much.
Right.
And that will put London 6 points clear at the top of the table. Buenos Aires does have a risk of going down to third if Paris win. As we take a look at the match ratings. That front three of Muffin, Clements, and DeFleur, absolute money today for London, and that will take them to 15 points and a plus 10 goal difference.
Yes.
And Buenos Aires remain on 9. Their goal difference
like
is
you said, Buenos Aires does have risk of dropping to third.
Yeah, because if Paris win, they have the goal difference edge too, so they would jump into second.
Which gives us...
Math.
Right. All right, so that'll wrap up our first game. We're going to get ready for our second game. We're going to Kaapstad versus Seoul. Kaapstad currently sitting fourth in the table with 4 points and a -4 goal differential. Seoul sitting fifth place in the table with 2 points and a -6 goal differential.
Yep, these are two teams who...
what do we think about this game?
Yeah, these are two teams that have had their struggles in the early part of the season. And for Seoul, it's simple. They just haven't scored. I think they have 3 goals so far this season. They have the lowest goal score in Division 2. They're going to need to get some goals and fast if they want to rise up the table. They lost 3-0 their last match day to Inter London. Kaapstad got their first win on the last match day, a 2-1 win over Montreal United, who currently sit bottom.
I'm trying to quickly pull up the standings to confirm that goal count.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Seoul does only have 3 goals on the season. Kaapstad has 5. But
yeah, for Seoul, it's like, if you can score... That's how you get points, as Kaapstad come out in the 3-5-2 with wingbacks, as was expected. They are going up against Seoul, who are playing... What on earth is that? It's like a weird asymmetric 4-1-4-1.
So, my question for you now is that, are we at the point... this is the end of the first round robin, right? So, are we at the point where this game is a must-win for either team.
More so for Seoul than for Kaapstad, because I feel like Seoul, you're still 7 points back of promotion, and it would get worse if Puri get the win later.
Right.
Kaapstad would still be, within relative, if Kaapstad win, they're in striking distance, like, for the next match day, depending on what happens later. But yeah, for Seoul, if they want to keep their hopes of promotion up, this is a must-win. More so for them than for Kaapstad.
Yeah. The thing about Kaapstad, though, is that Kaapstad is the home team here, so I feel like you want to, defend the home turf. I feel like, anytime you're in a race for a promotion spot, you really need to win these home games.
Yep, win at home, draw on the road.
Yep. We're going to have a save by Wallstedt. But I just asked about must-win games. We're 20 minutes into the game already. What in the world? All right, we're going to have Valor headed away. Gets it forward to Pecora, over to O'Rourke, to Kraustis. Kraustis going back to Athlete. Kraustis going forward, looking for G Fuel, the official energy drink of esports.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Here's Pecora to take the corner kick. Headed away by Man. Going to be recovered by Larson. Forward to Athlete. Athlete goes back to Valor, over to Larson, trying to find a clean shot. There's just too many people in that box. Kraustis going back forward to Valor, over to Athlete, gets it forward to Maradona, over to Kraustis. O'Rourke is going to be challenged away, and they'll find the clearance. Yeah, Lula way out of the goal. Zenlos noted hater of keepers leaving the goal that far. That's going to be kicked back by Kraustis over to Athlete. Saved by Wallstedt, though. That was a good shot. Yeah. Here's Normus going up to Man, over to De Silva. We're here in the 25th minute now. Aloisi. McGurk going for the pass, so it's going to be blocked by Camavinga. They'll get it over to Mueller. Over to De Silva, who's got open field in front of him. Tipped over by Lua. That'll be a corner.
Great save there by Lua.
Excuse me. Here's time to take the corner. It's going to be headed away by Hall, but it's going to be recovered by Time. Ooh, G Fuel picking up the yellow card. I do believe G Fuel is the league leader in yellow cards right now. I do not remember, but I do believe I remember seeing that. Valor going forward to Maradona, fires, and it gets past Wallstedt, and that's a goal. 1-0 Kaapstad.
Yeah, that one, I think caught even us off guard.
Yeah.
Comes off the throw. 1-2 there. And then, boom.
Maradona just went from right
just
at the edge
beautifully
of the box.
placed. Beautifully placed. And that's the lead for Kaapstad.
Yep. Here's Wallstedt. It's going to be actually just taken by Kraustis and Kaapstad on the attack again. Athlete going forward to Kraustis to Larson. It's going to be blocked by Holmberg, headed away by Mueller. So now we have a 1-0 lead on what was a very unexpected goal just out of nowhere.
Sometimes all it takes is that one moment of individual brilliance.
Here's Man to McGurk, forward to Paul. Paul fires, and it's going to end up in the crowd.
Tried to also score from the top of the box, but wide and high.
Yeah. We're going to have 1 minute of stoppage time here. Here's Larson going forward to Maradona, over to Kraustis, back to Athlete, going forward for Maradona again. Fires, saved by Wallstedt. And that'll take us to the end of
us to halftime. Yeah, Kaapstad are in the lead. It was not a goal that I think people expected, but it's a goal that they deserved. They were probably the more dangerous team in that first half. Let's see if Seoul can come back with something. As we said earlier, goals have been tricky for them to come by so far this season. Can they change that now?
Yeah, that's definitely something that they need to work on here, and is getting some goals on, even getting some shots on the board. They've only had 3 shots this first half. You want to at least get something on there. I'm a big advocate for you have to come back a little bit at a time, the baby steps program. So before we worry about equalizing, let's worry about just getting a shot on goal, and then we work our way up from there.
Yeah, I mean, you get a shot, maybe you generate a rebound, challenge the keeper, make them work.
Yeah. So just take it one little bit at a time. But we could be seeing some substitutions happening right now. We're right back into
it. We do.
David Doug and
Kevin Zimmer for Hall and Larson on the Kaapstad side. Looks like Seoul are not making any changes.
So we have Athlete going forward to Kraustis. That just rolls harmlessly out of bounds.
Loose touch. It happens.
Wallstedt taking it out. Finds time. They cross midfield. They're in Kaapstad territory. Here's Mueller going forward. Gets past defenders. Fires. That's in the stands, though. So we got the shot.
That was a nice dribble.
Yeah.
That was a nice dribble, but there was no run in support there.
Yeah, we got the shot. We need the shot on target now. Here's Athlete going forward to Kraustis. Kraustis to Valor. Back over to Kraustis. Goes to Athlete. Valor. It's going to be intercepted by McGurk, taking it out. Here's Mueller taking the free kick. Headed. But that's over the net. I couldn't tell if that went over or wide. But
yeah, it could have been both. Yeah, Seoul have had a couple licks, but no real bites so far in this second half.
Right. Here's O'Rourke going forward to G Fuel. Going to be taken by Pecora, trying to find a cross, but it's going to be blocked by Mertz, recovered by Wallstedt. It's going to take it to the end of the box and kick it way out, looking for Aloisi. He actually finds him. De Silva going forward for Paul. Here's the shot. It's off the post and then cleared out by Athlete.
Well, if that doesn't describe Seoul's season so far, I don't know what does. They did everything except, all they had to do was beat the post.
They did everything right there, and it just didn't work out. So now we have
sports sometimes.
Yep. De Silva trying to dribble. It's going to be intercepted by Doug. Brought over to Kamavinga. Valor to Zimmer. Up to Maradona. Here's Kraustis. Just takes the shot over the net. But that'll be a corner, as it appears it was tipped over the net by somebody.
Took a deflection in front.
Up a corner. Headed away by Holmberg. And it'll just roll harmlessly out of bounds. So now we have a throw-in from Doug over to O'Rourke. Getting it over to G Fuel to Maradona. We're just going to pass it around now. Aloisi trying to get in between the way of the pass to try to get an interception. That's going to be headed over the net. Oh boy. I just cannot word today. I apologize. I even messed up the apology. I apologize for that. Here's G Fuel looking for a cross to O'Rourke, but it's going to be saved by Wallstedt. And now time is starting to run out.
Feels like Kaapstad saw that post as a warning sign. Because they have been a lot better since that.
Yeah, we only have 1 minute of stoppage time here. O'Rourke going forward, being trailed by Normus. Going to pass it back to Zimmer. Zimmer forward to G Fuel, takes it all the way to the corner, looks for the cross, intercepted by Mertz. Mertz going to pass it down to Aloisi, but it's going to be headed back by Doug, and that'll be the final whistle. Kaapstad takes a 1-0 victory over Seoul.
Yeah, and that's a nice 3 points for Kaapstad, who, pending later results, will jump up into third, and they are suddenly just 2 points behind Buenos Aires. Even if AS Paris win the final match of the day, they're still going to be 2 points back of a promotion spot. They have entered the conversation very much. Huge home win and a very well-deserved one. They created more of the chances. They defended very well. Seoul they had that one chance to hit the bar, but...
Oh, man.
And, they did have some good clearances, but they just weren't able to do much. One shot on target, I think that kind of tells the story.
Yeah, that shot off the bar was tragic. It was just... It pained so much for that to happen. Like I said, it was one of those shots where they did everything right and he beat the keeper and it just didn't bounce the right way.
The sports gods are very fickle ones.
Indeed, they are.
And that will keep them in fifth on 2 points and down to a -7 goal difference. And like I said, the problem has been scoring for them.
Yeah.
As we enter our final match, a little flavor of French here. AS Paris against Montreal United. Paris currently, they entered the match day third, 6 points and a +2 goal difference. With a win, they jump up to second.
Correct.
Montreal currently bottom with 1 point, which was a draw, obviously, and a -4 goal difference. Last match day, Paris losing 1-0 to Buenos Aires, and Montreal losing 2-1 to Kaapstad. So for Montreal, this is a must-win if they want to get anything accomplished this season.
Mm-hmm.
They're on 1 point, 5 match days to go. With 5 match days to go after this one, that might be a hole that you're not going to pull out of as Paris come out in a 4-5-1.
Darn it! I was gonna...
And Montreal in a 4-4-2 narrow diamond, the Philadelphia Union formation.
I was going to say that was a 4-3-2-1, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a formation I actually know. And then it's like, no, it's a 4-5-1. I'm like, dang it.
It's a 4-5-1 with more advanced wingers. Let's make it that.
All right, so you'll have Montreal in the white and Paris in the blue and red. There's Valorian just kind of yeeting it out of bounds to start the game. Valorian, our league leader in distance traveled with 63.4 kilometers.
He run
a
lot.
Here's Casual, who is third place in distance run at 60.9 kilometers. Peterson looking for the cross, but it's going to be blocked by Cortez. Cortez gets it forward to Papadopoulos. Entered the day third in the Golden Boot race. Gets it forward to Alistair, but it's going to be saved by Brian Duke.
Papadopoulos is the danger man for AS Paris. Third in the Golden Boot race behind only Clements and Vandersloot, both of whom scored today.
Yeah.
So he's going to want to keep pace.
Duke taking it away. Passes it forward. Taken by Dravala over the Brisky to Papadopoulos. Going to be blocked by Matthew. Brisky, fun fact, the league leader in attempted crosses with 101. Second place is 56. Which...
Yeah, Brisky has always been a very attacking fullback, so that's not the most surprising thing.
102. That'll be...
You miss 100% of the crosses you don't make.
Brisky looking for Cortez on the corner, but it's going to be headed away by Calavera. And that'll be a throw-in.
The ball has mostly stayed with Paris, and as soon as I say that, Montreal have it.
Yeah, here's Wartooth going forward, going back to Funyuns. Funyuns, the official snack of the SSL. Forward to Casual, and that's going to be a goal! Didn't look like there's a flag up, and that's 1-0 Montreal.
Charles Andrew Simon, Utley, Ibarra, Lunga with the finish there for Montreal. And it comes off this ball in from, I believe it was Wartooth?
Yep.
Yes.
Good header.
And then he is, just peels off of Oak, heads it home, as we're going to get a replay on the offside.
Oh, that's close.
Oh, that's bang, bang. But the assistant referee keeps the flag down.
Here's Brisky looking for Pelletier. Pelletier, since I was talking about distance run before, second in the league. That's fired, saved by Brian Duke over the bar.
Yep, they found their danger man, but Duke is equal to the task.
Brisky looking for the corner, but it's headed away. Here's Washburn to Horvat to Oak, back over to Washburn, trying to find an open opportunity. They find Alistair, but Wartooth keeps up with them, passes it back to Oak, and that's going to be blocked. And Alistair's
flagged
offside.
For offside anyway,
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
So now here we have Peterson. He'll throw into Sung. Over to Calavera. Very closely contested by Horvat. And it pays off because Pelletier ends up with the ball, but it's going to be headed back by Matthew. Gets it over to Funyuns. And Horvat will take the ball again. Pelletier over to Alistair. Looking for maybe Papadopoulos, being covered by Williams. It doesn't matter. He fires and he shoots. He scores! And that's Papadopoulos with his fourth goal of the season. And that's an equalizer.
Yep, as we said, the danger man, but this is a lovely flowing attack from AS Perea. Alistair finds Papadopoulos. Great first touch. Gets it on the left. Slots it home. 1-1.
Yep. Like I said, there was a guy there, and he just did not care, and he fired anyway, and he got it. So...
shoot or shoot.
Yep.
What can you say?
42nd minute, we have Cortez passing over to Pelletier. Good challenge by Peterson to try to break up the play, but they get the Papadopoulos anyway, who fires it. And it's going to be tipped over by Duke, and we're going to have a corner from Brisky. Over the middle, headed away by Casual. Going to be recovered by Alistair. Over to Oak. Over to Horvat. Forward to Cortez. Gets the clean shot, but is just a little wide, and that'll be a goal kick.
Another look for Paris. They are very hungry for that go-ahead goal.
Here's some back to Williams. There's a lot of danger here because there's a lot of Paris players right outside that box that are looking to take interceptions. And now we have Pelletier going forward to Brisky. Cortez has open room in front of him, but caught up by Peterson. Back to Brisky. Fires, and it's over the net on a block.
Yeah, I think Duke got a piece of that one. Brisky, very attacking, as we said before.
Yeah.
From that fullback position.
Going to roll out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in 1 minute of stoppage time, and we're at halftime. 1-1. So.
Yeah, I mean, those match stats very much in AS Paris' favor, aside from possession and some other stuff. You know, they have been dangerous in this first half.
Yeah.
But they fell asleep for 1 second, and instead of going to halftime up 1-0, even though, you know, the Montreal goal came first, they go in drawing 1-1.
Yeah. Like, Montreal only has those 2 shots, only the one on target, but man, did they make that one on target shot count. So.
Yep.
And
as, wonder if we'll see some subs here to change the game. It is still anybody's game. We do not see any substitutions, so ignore that.
So we are right back into it. Brisky going back to Jarvala. Forward looking for Pelletier. Going to be run after by Sung. Sung blocks the pass. Keeps it in bounds. That was a good inbound keep. We clear it out. Looking for Wartooth to Matthew to Williams. To Sung. Williams. Williams goes all the way back to Duke. Takes it out to Matthew. Forward to Funyuns, back to Matthew. Funyuns, Sung, Villorian. All of a sudden, Calavera. Noir, Wartooth. We're just playing keep away now, but now Wartooth actually taking it forward. Finds Pinot Noir. What a shot. 2-1 Montreal.
Yeah, this was just death by 100,000 passes.
Yeah.
Wartooth has it. Peels off. No one's near him. Swings in the cross. Noir again. Defense got a little napping there. Montreal makes a pay. They've had 2 chances and they buried both of them.
Yep.
And that clinicalness is the difference right now.
Goodness gracious. I saw that Matthew the Williams pass with Papadopoulos right in the middle of that in the box, and that was very anxiety inducing. Matthew going forward to Wartooth, over to Pinot Noir.
Montreal United used double team. Their evasiveness rose.
God.
That's why they couldn't intercept the ball, because they kept missing.
We go.
Maybe Puri's going to learn aerial ace.
Alistair going back to Sparkle over the middle. I don't know if he was looking for Cortez or Papadopoulos, but he just missed it. Brisky looking to set up another cross, gets it to Cortez, looking for Papadopoulos, was going to be kicked away by Matthew. And we're going to have a little bit of a reset, and we will with this goal kick.
Yeah, a little bit of bend but not break from Montreal.
Brisky over the middle, header by Mikko Jarvala, and that's a goal off the corner kick. And now we're equalized once again.
Set pieces, set pieces, set pieces. Brisky puts it in on a platter. Jarvala says, "Thank you very much. I would like some cocktail sauce with this shrimp platter." 2-2. I don't know what platters they have in France, so I just went shrimp because those shrimp platters are absolutely delicious.
Oh,
I'm a simp for the shrimp.
That's fair. Here's Alistair going forward for Papadopoulos. It's going to be... Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Penalty.
That is a penalty.
Referee has pointed to the spot.
Here's Papadopoulos to take the penalty shot. Duke ready. Papadopoulos fires and it's a goal, and that's 3-2 AS Paris on the Leonidas Papadopoulos penalty kick.
A brace for Papadopoulos. He does not overcomplicate this. He wins the penalty, and he does it himself.
Yeah.
Calm, cool, collected to the goalkeeper's left. Keeper guesses right, but placed very well. And Paris have the lead that they probably deserve.
Brisky, Jarvala almost got it again. That was wild. Alistair getting all the way over the Brisky. Peterson trying to trail him. Finds an open spot for Oaken. That's going into row F. Let's pay respects for that shot.
Have to pay respects. Or the fan that got bonked by it.
Duke clears forward over midfield, overshoots Casual by a little bit, so it will be recovered by Paris. Here's Pelletier going forward to Cortez. Cortez goes back to Brisky. Brisky takes it back to Cortez, who fires. It's blocked by Williams. Calavera is going to recover it and clear it out.
And that's the end of that. 24 minutes to go. Do Montreal have another moment of magic in them?
Yeah, that's... It's going to be headed away. We're going to have Casual pick it up. He's going to go forward. Noir was just not ready for it. Washburn will outpace him.
I think Casual was just trying to get the ball out of dodge. There were like 3 or 4 defenders there.
Almost went out of bounds, but he keeps the inbounds. Pelletier going forward to Cortez, and that gets past Duke. And that's a goal for Isabella Cortez, and it is 4-2 Paris.
Yeah, the floodgates have opened here in this second half, and AS Paris are pouring into the Montreal attacking third. It's a great ball in by Pelletier. You don't expect Cortez to be the one scoring, but good calm finish. Duke probably could have done a little bit better. But 4-2 Paris, and they are having a good time right now.
Matthew going forward to Funyuns. Back to Matthew. Over to Williams. Williams goes back to Sung, back to Matthew, and they're going backwards. They need to be moving forward. You need to start making up this goal difference. Matthew goes all the way back to Duke. Williams, Sung, Williams, Matthew. Somebody's...
Paris are just pouring on the pressure.
Yeah.
In that, defending up high.
Yeah, they were just giving them no quarter. Here's Brisky over to Horvat. Back over the Brisky, forward to Cortez. Back to Brisky, who goes forward deep for Papadopoulos.
That's a great ball.
Nobody... Oof, Duke with the save.
Yeah, he was going for the chip there, but the salsa's on back order.
Pelletier. Forward to Horvat. Barfoot's going to clear it out to Sparkle, to Alistair, to Oak. Forward to Alistair.
Listen, there was an outbreak among the tomatoes.
Alistair.
What a ball!
Papadopoulos, but it's going to be taken out, and that'll be a corner kick.
That was a sensational ball, and I mean, Papadopoulos was right there.
Yeah. It really took...
At that point, just get it out of there.
Yeah. Here's Calvera going to Casual. Forward to Peterson. Going back to Williams. Back to Calvera. Over to Sung. And Paris is once again playing this suffocating defense of keeping Montreal in their own side of the field. They just can't get any forward movement. Now Sparkle ends up with the ball. Forward to Alistair. Back to Sparkle. Forward to Alistair. Back to Sparkle. We're just going to play this back and forth game, and now we're moving around more. Here's Papadopoulos. Takes the shot, and that's going to go in, and that's Leonidas Papadopoulos with the hat trick on the game. And that is 5-2 Paris here in the 76th minute.
Yeah, please ignore my statement about the salsa back order there. Because that's a nice little deft lob of the keeper. And Papadopoulos has a hat trick, and that will put him 1 goal behind Kay Clements in the Golden Boot race as things stand. But more importantly for AS Paris, this puts them in second, and they are tacking onto that goal difference.
Yeah.
Which could be huge.
Brisky going to Horvath, to Washburn, to Sparkle. Back over to Brisky, who's wide open on that side of the field. Pelletier fires, and that's into the crowd. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, this has been a fantastically played game from Paris, aside from getting caught napping twice.
Yeah. Alistair.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh, she's off the free kick.
Training ground routine, that.
Brisky going for the corner. Looked like he was looking for Papadopoulos again. Can't quite find him. That's going to roll harmlessly out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in. 87th minute now. Here's Sparkle taking the throw-in to Alistair. Alistair getting taken by Matthew. Sparkle looking for the cross. Cortez can't quite get it, but Brisky keeps it in the attacking third. Over to Pelletier, over to Brisky. Makes the cross to Papadopoulos. That's going to be just wide. It's almost a 4th goal.
Yeah, someone ate his Wheaties this morning.
Yep, and here we are in what was more than likely the final minute of the game. Here's Noir going forward to Funyuns, and that'll be it. The final whistle is blown. AS Paris takes a 5-2 victory over Montreal.
Yeah, you can't say they didn't deserve it. Look at that XG table. I mean,
yeah.
I don't really think I need to add much more than that. But, your danger guy was scoring. You created offset pieces. You even scored a penalty.
Yeah.
Like, this was a pretty complete offensive performance from Paris. And for Montreal, I mean, yeah, back to the drawing board it is.
But let's not take away from Montreal. The first 48 minutes were actually really good from Montreal. Like they
hung in there.
Yeah, they didn't have the shot count, but they made the shots they got count and got 2 on the board and had a lead for a while. Just the wheels kind of fell off once we hit the 60th minute. Once we got that penalty shot. But,
yeah, really once they got the header off the corner kick.
Yeah.
Set pieces and penalties are something you absolutely can kind of control.
Yeah.
And Montreal just kind of struggled off that. And as a result of that, Paris will move up into second, leapfrogging Buenos Aires on goal difference. The rest of the table remains relatively unchanged.
Yeah, everyone's in the spot they started the day in, except for Paris and Buenos Aires. So
yeah, and Inter-London buffing their lead atop the table from 3 points to 6.
Yeah, that's
at the halfway mark, they've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
But I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. If you stayed with us all the way through, thank you for joining us on another great night of Division 2 soccer. We'll be back for match day 6 at some point down the road. But until then, I've been Zenless.
And I've been Val.
And you all have a fantastic night.